Hey, hey, Cynthia.
Hi everyone again.
How are you?
I'm pretty good now that we've been tapping a little
So,
bit.
yeah, we've been tapping a little bit, and so I'm Phaki with Cebu, and that's Cynthia Schaub. And we were just tapping or talking about after we did one tap on negativity and why is there so much negative statements in emotional freedom technique or tapping, and just the importance of it. Why don't you start, Cynthia?
Well, yes. So I've always been the person since I can remember, since I was 14, always concentrating on always being positive and always being positive. And then I would go through periods in my life and I would read books and self-help books. And I'm not going to name any in particular, but groups of people and authors, always positive, 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 manifesting and vision boards and all that. And that is amazing and awesome and it works, but there's a couple of things that I've learned along the way. And one of them is to be very specific, is very, very specific. But the other thing is that with tapping, the reason why it helps with manifesting or being positive is you have to address the issue. So tapping brings the issues to the surface, which is the blockage of the energy. And so it has to come up.
Yeah, so when you're
Yeah.
manifesting, if you have a fear of your own negative thoughts or feelings, like, it's like if you have something you won't admit that you're feeling, it's still going to kind of ring its little head out and say, I'm here. And it'll get larger and larger and larger until you address it. Whereas if you can actually release those feelings out of your body, your energy system, it slowly gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And then you have the ability to be more positive because you're more comfortable with those negative thoughts and saying, okay, I have an answer, like I have an answer to that fear or that thought that I am not enough. And it feels more powerful. So that positive thinking and feeling feels more positive, feels more powerful and effective. So the more negative, the deeper you can go into your fears doing EFT, the more benefit you'll get when you go to the positive affirmations.
Yeah, and it's empower, and again, I know I always talk about empowering. Empowering is this huge word that I like to use and Pocky likes to use,
I
and
love it.
that's why we have a group called Empowering Wellness at Home. But it tapping EFT, whichever way you call it, it's putting so much power back into the hands of each individual, and it is so important that we learn how to use we have to keep our energy moving, and when we hold on to these things and we don't address them, it's almost like the way, if you want to look at it in a visual way, it's almost like you have, all of these ties around you, but if there's something that you won't let go of, it's literally like pulling you backward. And if you can visually just imagine all of these holds that you have on like emotions or feelings or things that you are pushing down because you don't want to address them because you're afraid to address them, they're just emotions.
Exactly.
They just, it's emotions are just energy in motion, and they need to go through, and then they need to be released. And so, the only way that, like Pocky was just sharing, the only way that you can move forward is to bring these issues up, and then they're gone.
Yeah, and then you don't, if you're not fearing, if you have fear of your own emotions, you're bringing that fear with you. So we release that fear and we can love ourselves, even those negative emotions.
And you don't have to react to it,
Yeah.
and you learn to not react. And this is and I know I keep talking, but this is just something that's so important right now, pertinent right now, because just an example, this morning I was talking to my mom, and she, every time she brought up something, she was like overly excited, and it was nothing to get overly excited about, but she has trained herself to be that way. And it was funny because I was telling her, I was like, whenever you feel like you are getting overly excited or you feel your heart rate getting up, if you can't tap, just immediately remember, say to yourself, is there a buffalo right behind me?
Yeah, you can laugh through it. Yeah, power
There's not
laughing.
a buffalo right behind
Yeah.
me. I'm okay.
There's a buffalo behind you, Cynthia. I'm sorry. I don't know how to make a buffalo movement or sign, so I just did this.
Yeah, but I mean, but that's, that's
Oh,
one of the
absolutely.
problems is we're just constantly, that's why we react the way we do now because we're
Yeah,
pushing
and
everything down.
pushing everything down and feeling like we have this secret or this, a lot of times we have these dirty little secrets, and they're secrets that are not even big secret. They're not
What,
even,
that we're not perfect?
yeah, like I'm secretly imperfect because I don't
Hey,
know.
you're gonna find out that I'm not perfect.
I'm waiting for that day. Someday I'll find out. Well, thank you so much, Cynthia. This was really fun, and I'm glad we addressed this because it's not, especially in New Age spirituality and the whole idea of manifesting. This is why EFT is really a great tool, because it can help you address those negative feelings, fears, and thoughts so
And
that you can get
rewire
that
it.
positivity. Rewire your brain, get to the other side.
And tapping is different from anything that most people have learned before, but so is everything that was ever created or invented, or before. Doctors used to think that washing hands was bizarre, and they refused to wash their hands. Doctors.
Yeah,
So, and now it's a normal practice for doctors. Doctors would never think ever in a million years to go and not wash their hands. So it's the same with tapping. It's just something new and different.
absolutely. Well, thank you so much for watching, and we have so many more videos for you.
Yeah. And just until then, so the next time, just keep tapping.
Keep tapping, guys.